Socrates once said, "No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which the body is capable." I will now explain the importance of physical activity, presented by Jesus Rodriguez for course SPC 1017. So why does physical activity matter? Well, lack of physical activity can be detrimental to the mind, body, and the economy. It affects the brain's ability to control emotions and adds to feelings of anxiety and depression. It's also been linked to the development of chronic disease and back and knee pain. Our inactivity is costing us. Our nation spends roughly 3.3 trillion on healthcare alone. On the flip side, the US Department of Health and Human Services has stated physical activity has been linked to improved cognitive function, better sleep, and positive emotion. Exercise can also create opportunities for social interactions, giving us a chance to use the skills we've learned through the semester. The Center for Disease Control has stated that physical activity can help prevent, delay, and manage chronic disease. Let's dive deeper into what can happen to the body when we don't exercise. According to Risks of Physical Inactivity from the Johns Hopkins Medical website, you are at greater risk of developing higher blood pressure. It can add to feelings of negative emotions, and it may increase risks of certain cancers. The Surgeon General has even linked physical inactivity to a higher risk for developing type 2 diabetes, raising your risk for premature death, even impacting our nation's economy. The NASA Essentials for Personal Fitness Training also states that musculoskeletal pain, such as back and knee pain, are attributed to physical inactivity. Reading through the National Academy of Sports Medicine textbook, it states that in 2002, the World Health Organization recognized lack of physical activity as a significant contributor to higher risks for developing several chronic diseases. So what exactly is chronic disease? The Center for Disease Control broadly defines chronic disease as conditions that last 1 year or more and require ongoing medical attention or limit activities of daily living or both. Some examples include heart disease, cancer, diabetes, chronic lung disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, and chronic kidney disease. The Center for Disease Control found that heart disease, cancer, and diabetes have become the leading cause of death and disability in America. With so many people getting sick, having to take medication, and seek medical attention, it begins to take a toll on the overall economy. The Center of Disease Control states that 90% of the nation's 3.3 trillion in annual healthcare expenditures go towards those with chronic and mental health disease. Let's take heart disease and stroke, for example. These two alone cost our healthcare system $190 billion a year and $126 billion loss in job productivity. The Surgeon General has even stated that chronic disease is preventing the country's prosperity. America is lagging behind higher income countries on life expectancy, despite spending more money on healthcare. Now, what if I told you that physical activity, even a little bit, could help reduce the effects of a sedentary lifestyle? Consistent exercise can reduce the risk of chronic disease. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services states that people with various chronic medical conditions reduce their risk of all-cause and disease-specific mortality. They improved physical function and improved their quality of life, all with adding physical activity. Even a single session of moderate to vigorous physical activity can reduce blood pressure, improve insulin sensitivity, improve sleep, reduce anxiety symptoms, and improve some aspects of cognition on the day that it is performed. Let's get deeper into how it affects sleep. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services also found that there were improved sleep outcomes like increased sleep efficiency, sleep quality, deep sleep, and reduced daytime sleepiness, all without the need of frequently using sleep aids. But the effects don't just end in the physical, they also extend to our mental health. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services found that physical activity reduced feelings of short-term and long-term anxiety, whether the participants had a history of anxiety disorder or not. Anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the country, affecting 40 million adults, according to the Facts and Statistics page of the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. Physical activity also reduces feelings of depression, promoting feelings of happiness. MidlinePlus.gov says that during exercise, your body releases chemicals that can improve your mood and make you feel relaxed. Your body also releases proteins that improve the structure and function of the brain. How can you fit physical activity into your already crazy schedule? Well, there are simple and fun solutions. A lot of them require no cost at all. One way to add physical activity into your day is to mix it in with everyday activities, like parking a little bit further from the store, dancing while you do the dishes, doing a full body circuit during commercial breaks, or taking a walk around the neighborhood. Grab a friend, or your dog or your kids. You're more likely to stick to your new routine if you get someone else involved. You can also join a group class. Take that friend you just walked around the block with and get them to go to a spin class or an outdoor boot camp or a yoga class. You can always join a gym too. There are lots of gyms that can fit into any budget, like YouFit or Planet Fitness. This could be a great opportunity to use your interpersonal communication skills to persuade a friend to join you. Let's cure these chronic diseases together. Find an activity that gets you moving that you'll enjoy doing. Go rock climbing, hiking, play a game of basketball or kickball. Just get moving and enjoy yourself. I've included some pretty helpful links on this slide. Feel free to click on them if you're interested. And don't forget to join the Facebook group for motivation and tips to get active. Hope to see you there. Thanks again for watching. And remember, you only have one you. Invest in yourself and live your best life. I promise you'll feel the difference and the people around you will notice the change too. Bring them too.